Everybody, welcome back to Trio Planet. Have you watched The Last of Us yet? Well, we just have. So today we will be reviewing episode... What?
Episode 7.
We'll be reviewing episode 7 of The Last of Us. Title card.
Left Behind.
Titled Left Behind. Title card. So yeah, everybody, as you know, as the reviews go by now, we will be doing a little breakdown of the episode, and then we'll get into our thoughts on it. So Will, take it away.
So Left Behind is a DLC expansion pack for The Last of Us that they decided to weave into the main story to sort of,
Show a little backstory to Ellie.
Have Ellie stand there for like 15 minutes while Joel's dying on the floor, just reminiscing about the good old days.
The good old days where her friend died.
Ellie is in a Fedra training camp. She's being trained by Captain Kwong, which is an awesome name, to be a potential future leader of Fedra. One night, after she's read a comic book, and she's in an awesome Mortal Kombat themed room, she gets attacked. But it's not really an attack because it's Riley. It's her best friend / love interest. Riley's like, "Yo, my G, I'm back. Been gone for 3 weeks, but I'm back now. I got something to show you. Come with me in the middle of the night." So she goes with her in the middle of the night. The dodging Fedra left and right, find a dead guy in a building. Shit's fucked. They walk up to him. He's got a bottle of booze. They take the bottle of booze. Guy falls through the floor. Shit's fucked. So they're on a roof now. They're drinking alcohol. They start jumping across the roof like the Batman sequels.
Why did you struggle to say alcohol?
I purposely struggled to say alcohol, Jordan. It was part of the joke. Get with the times. So yeah, Batman sequels looking sick. Jumping across the rooftops in the middle of the night. They come to a rooftop. Ellie's like, "Give me a second, I'm having an asthma attack." Riley's like, we're here. Points over, and they're at the mall. So Riley takes her on a tour of the 4 wonders of the mall. Ellie's more interested in the escalators, however.
Yeah.
They go to a carousel. They go to Riley's room. She's got a book. Awesome. Ellie finds out she's guarding the stash for the Fireflies, where all the pipe bombs are at. Camera sort of swiftly starts pulling away as they're in an arcade, and an infected wakes up. Real sad, if you ask me. Ellie gets mad that Riley's guarding bombs and that she's gonna go to Atlanta or someplace. So Ellie runs off. Ellie comes back, thinks Riley's getting murdered. Funny. They have their little dance scene, they kiss, and then, oh no, noise from the bushes. It's a infected. It's like a stalker infected. It chases them around. Riley can't hit shots for shit, right? They've given this person a gun, and they can't shoot center mass. She hits him in the leg once. That's it. So Riley gets bitten. Ellie gets bitten. Ellie kills the infected like an absolute fucking
stabs it in the head.
Badass.
Stabs it in the head with a knife.
They're sat there, being like, we could kill ourselves, or we could not and put everyone else at risk. And weird cut back to Joel, who's dying. Ellie's frantically searching for a way to heal him. Sadly, this isn't the game and he can't craft his own medic pack. She finds some needles. She starts sewing him. Roll credits. It's a
Yeah,
really weird
I've got to
ending.
admit that was a weird ending. Like not seeing what exactly where they were going with what happened to Riley, just ending it there was just felt weird. I
A
was
lot
expecting
of the
to at
episode
least,
felt weird.
I was expecting to at least see what happened to Riley, especially, but no, we didn't.
It felt so disconnected.
It felt a weird place to put a DLC episode, but I get it. In a way that they want to show us that they basically want to show us that Ellie's been through a situation like this before, where she's had to do something like that, and she wishes she could have. She wishes that she could have at least saved Riley. Obviously she couldn't have because she was infected. She weren't just stabbed by a random dude. But yeah, but she you can tell she cares for Joel. That she's like caring for him. She's like a daughter to him a bit.
The one sad thing that I'm looking at right now is currently the lowest reviewed episode of The Last of Us is episode 3, the Bill episode,
Yeah.
with an 8-star, but that has 197,000 reviews. That's nearly 200,000 individual reviews.
Like with
Left Behind.
Is that on Rotten Tomatoes?
That is on IMDb.
I thought you were gonna go Rotten Tomatoes.
Left Behind has 8,645 reviews. Do you want to take a guess at its current rating?
I ain't got a clue.
8.3.
Okay then.
It is 0.3 above episode 3, which is probably the best episode from a story standpoint.
Story standpoint, yeah, of course. Action's all well and good, but you've got to have that emotion in there. Like with video games, you've got mechanics, you've got to, keep it going and all that. But with TV and that, it's like you can have much more of the humanity to it, much more of the feeling.
I think the problem they're having is they've picked an extremely strange place to put the entire Left Behind story.
Yeah.
Because for people who haven't played the game, it makes sense for it to be there.
Yeah.
Because it explains how Ellie got bitten.
Yeah.
It feeds them that information. They're like, oh, so that's how Ellie got bitten. That's how we find out that Ellie is immune. What I don't see
if
the
they made the episode a bit longer and actually showed us how she figured out she was immune, because they didn't even show that. Like, it felt like what did they actually just die? I was like, no, obviously not, but still, it just felt like that moment they should have. It felt like one of those things where we were about to hear a gunshot go off.
I didn't quite understand the connection between the mall experience and healing Joel and helping him, because nothing related to that. Like, the only thing that it semi-relates to is Ellie's outburst last episode where she said, "Everyone's left me except for fucking you."
Yeah.
That's the only connection, but
since
she walked away from Joel and then paused mid-step, and when we cut back after the entire mall thing and after the entire experience, she stood in the same spot. So she's not reminiscing on the move. Joel's dying on the floor, man's coughing, and she stood there reminiscing about her little ex-girlfriend who she got killed because she threw a tantrum.
True.
It doesn't really make sense for the story point. What would have been probably cooler, and I think they should have done it, is if they'd swapped episode 8 and 7 around. We've not seen episode 8, but I'm pretty sure episode 8, Ellie will be looking for antibiotics to help Joel fight off, being stabbed.
Yeah,
and then we'll get
the wound would possibly be infected by
Yeah.
something.
And we'll probably get the whole David thing, which I won't speak about because Jordan's yet to play the game.
Well, guys, I was going to mention this. I've started playing the game for the first time. As we have been watching these, and yeah, so far I'm enjoying it.
Now you understand why the assault rifle shouldn't be where it was.
Yeah, I've not got there yet. The only weapons I have right now is the shotgun, the rifle, the pistol, and the revolver. A Molotov, a bag that is a gas bomb, I think, and a nail bomb. I have met Bill. Bill is no longer with us at the minute.
Peace.
And then that's it, yeah. But I think right now I'm actually at the part with the big giant car with the gun on it.
It's a good part. It's a good part.
I think that's where I am.
Yeah. So I don't really know how to feel about it as an episode because it sort of didn't feel like it did anything.
It didn't feel like it. Yeah, it didn't feel as if it fit into. Luckily for me, for people who haven't played the game and don't have friends who've played the game, then that's fine. But for me, with Will, who's seen the show and been telling me about it, played the game, and has told me about it, I get it.
Like episode 3 was disconnected, and yet
Yeah.
it still pushed the story forward.
Yeah, the whole
This one
Bill
was
thing did push it
disconnected.
forward because we saw the story of Bill, and then it made sense that Joel would go there.
Yeah. But this one, unless Ellie next episode goes to a mall, there's no real payoff for the Left Behind story. It's like only there because it was in the game.
Yeah.
And the only reason it was in the
It's
game
like
was to
they
tell
chose
people how she was
randomly.
infected.
It's like they chose to do the DLC, but they chose randomly where it was gonna go.
Yeah. Like it could have
Oh, and
gone
also
in
I forgot to
episode
mention, I
6.
do have a bow and arrow as well.
Like it could have gone the episode prior, and then the episode we got last week could have been this week's episode.
Yeah.
And it would have made a bit more sense because it had have been like Ellie's reminiscing about Riley because of Sam.
Hmm.
That would have made more sense.
That would have made a
Riley.
lot more sense that obviously her and Sam had like a close relationship, even though they had not known each other that long. That when he did die, it would be cool to have an episode where it does show his relationship with Riley, and then it's like he's putting the two relationships as being about the same.
It's like why do people keep dying around me?
Yeah, like why are people dying around her? What is it about her that makes people die?
Because it had have been the second time that one of her friends had been bitten.
So that line basically hits a massive punch when you realise that Joel has been stabbed.
Yeah.
And that he could die. So it's like her running into that room to get supplies and to help Joel makes sense when you think about that. She doesn't want him to die because she's sick and tired of people dying. Sick and tired of people dying or leaving her. So she doesn't want that to be Joel. Joel's the only one who hasn't.
I mean, if they'd have done it like that, and if they'd have done, episode 5, Endure and Survive, Sam dies, Henry dies. Episode 7, cut out the Ellie and Joel stuff, give us Riley and Ellie, show us Riley and Ellie,
I feel like if you did cut out the whole
whatever.
Joel thing, we would have actually got a scene of Riley dying. It would have had more time to add that in.
And then you put episode 6, which was Kin, the one with Tommy, and the one where Joel got stabbed, after Left Behind. And so after Henry and Sam, and then after remembering Riley, Joel's stabbed.
Yeah.
And Joel could die. And then episode 8 opens with Ellie frantically looking for something, sewing him up, and then going for antibiotics. That would have been a better order for, like, story push through. But it is what it is.
It is what it is. We've got it. It's okay. It's just weirdly placed. What would you rate it?
I gotta give Bella Ramsey props because, like, she is an absolute fucking gem.
She is
the fact that, like, stupid, like, puns in a pun book that they're definitely just reading off are somehow catching me off guard and making me laugh.
Yeah, they are making us laugh.
It's
it's funny because I think Bella Ramsey has this. I don't know. She acts really well. I don't know what. Sometimes child actors don't act.
I mean, she's not a child.
Good. Well, she's like, how old is she now?
20.
20. All right.
Yeah.
I don't know why I keep thinking she's a child actor, but she's not. But yeah, she was in Game of Thrones. That's when I first saw her in something, and then she comes into this show, and it's fucking fantastic. She's.
She's 19.
19 then. I think she definitely had a really good teacher, someone who taught her to act, because I think in the entirety of this, her acting like she doesn't know what things are feels genuine. It actually looks like she doesn't know what things are and stuff like that, because sometimes you can really tell when someone's faking it, but like she really acts like she's excited to see these things, and she really is probably one of my favourite people in this show.
Yeah,
I think she's well casted.
Riley's actress wasn't bad. Riley's actress, the character came off how it was intended.
We just didn't get enough time with her.
The character came off as an idealist and a bit naive, which is how the character seems to have been written. And she portrayed that exceptionally well.
Yeah.
Like, she seemed to truly believe in the Firefly's cause. And the scenes were delivered with some level of emotion, unlike some other characters in other shows who seem to deliver the same lines in the same way as they normally would. Iris West Allen. But yeah, it's one of those things where it's difficult to say how it would have been if it had been put in a better place. As for what it is, and because of the great performances and like set design and stuff, and like all the like visual effects, basically everything except the placement within the story, I gotta give it like a minimum an 8.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you on that one.
Like, the only thing that's like lower,
the only thing that makes it lower is its placement.
I would have liked as well a bit more like infected action.
Yeah, I feel like there were only one infected, and from what you've told me, there should have been a lot more.
Like, in the game, I'm pretty sure there's an entire chase sequence in Left Behind where they're running for their lives from like 10 to 15 different infected. And I feel like the issue they have now is the tendrils are supposed to act as a hive mind. And when we see the infected in the episode, he's covered in tendrils.
Yeah, you expect him to be more.
Which tells me that it was probably talking to other infected.
Yeah.
And for there to only be one, and for it to be over so quickly, and for them to have been bitten, where I don't even see where they would have been bitten in like the fight scene.
Yeah, we were watching that, and even I was thinking, like, which bit did they get bitten? Because from what I saw, neither of them felt it either.
Yeah.
It's like
and none of them screamed.
None of them screamed or anything. It looked like we should have seen it, but we didn't.
And I guess adrenaline could have played a part in it. And there was the bit where Ellie got pushed under a thing with the infected, so she could have got bitten there.
She could have been bitten there, but I didn't see where Riley could have been bitten. Unless Riley was bitten when she was knocked out.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, they get pushed. But yeah, I think an 8's a fair.
An 8, yeah. I'll give it an 8, yeah.
Fair thing. It's still gonna be, because next week's gonna be interesting.
Yeah,
because Pedro's gonna be fighting himself for review scores. Mando versus Joel. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna get the better score?
Next week for us.
Well, technically this week, because
this week for us, but for you guys, we won't be reviewing it till our review for it won't be out till next week. So when episode 2 of Mando comes out on the 8th, we won't have a review for Mando until the 8th. So for the first episode anyway, and then obviously it'll come out every Wednesday afterwards. So we'll have 2 reviews until Bad Batch is done on Wednesdays. How many episodes of Bad Batch is there left?
Like 6.
6. Okay. So yeah, we'll have double Star Wars content on a Wednesday for you. Last of Us, from what Will said, there is 2 episodes left. That ends on the 13th. For us?
Yeah.
13th for us, yeah. So, obviously, like I said, I'm going to cinema that day, so I don't know when we'll be able to watch it. So, yeah, guys, other than that, I think that's everything we've got, really.
Indeed it is.
But yeah, guys, we hope you guys have been enjoying these reviews for The Last of Us. We definitely have been enjoying reviewing them. Definitely been having fun reviewing this show. Been a lot of fun. But we hope you guys did enjoy today's episode. Don't forget to go to the links down below to all of our social medias and everything. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram and all that to be notified when we upload. Subscribe if you're new here. We appreciate it. We have been seeing a lot of growth, so keep it coming. We definitely appreciate it. And anything else, Will?
I don't have anything else.
Okay, guys, hope you enjoyed. And remember, don't make noise when you're about to die. Bye for now.
Now.
Whatever you do, don't fall asleep.
Have you checked the children?
I am the devil, and I am here to do the devil's work.
We all go a little mad sometimes.
Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play?